Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your guy Ben, creator and designer of Promises Egg. Um, I just had something on my mind real quick I wanted to talk about, and that was basically like, finding my calling and my passion at 40. I know some people who may be listening to it may be younger or older, and of course, it's never too late to find your passion. But you know how it is, especially those who are healing from trauma and CPTSD, etc. How sometimes when we trying to go on our journey in life, how it becomes very difficult to make a decision, especially without questioning yourself 10,000 times whether it's the right decision or not. I know a lot of us grew up in homes where we always had to excuse me, we always had to tippy toe around and always being careful and always be careful of the things that we do or the things that we say, because we never knew if our narcissistic parent will explode or whatever, any negative consequences of things that can happen, or whatever you may say, they may take it out of proportion, and you can get in trouble and punished for. And then of course that goes into our adulthood, where here we are, we're older, in a part of in deep down inside, many of us still have that same issue with questioning and trying to find ourselves and trying to find our passions and stuff like that. And I feel like a part of me is right there in my life, but of course the differences that I'm pushing through. I know that one of the things I always wanted to do was would be to revolve around helping people. But then of course there's other things that I like I do like music, I do like science, I do like film and stuff like that. That's something I went to film I went to school for film. But all in all, like I just sit here thinking like, hey, what what am I supposed to do? Like, exactly how am I supposed to go about my life's journey? Being middle-aged now, I'm halfway through that point in my life. I'm married, I have a family, and I'm just in a predicament where I'm not too happy that I'm in. But you guys know how it is. Even being a parent, you still just have to do what you have to do to help pay those bills, and whatever it is that you're going to do, even if you don't like it. But I'm still like I had a conversation with my wife yesterday about like finding my passion and what I'm supposed to do. I'm very fortunate that my wife is like, don't give up on. I really think you shouldn't give up. And here I am, making these videos because I'm trying to start on like a new journey within my life and not give up on my dreams and some of my goals. But like I said, it's never too late to start to change your life. Regardless of the things that we going to. I'm kind of rambling on, but I'm sure there's other people out there who, especially at 40, may have the same issue, finding your passion or finding what you want to do at 40. And I know that there's others out there who are probably around my age or younger or older, who've gone through childhood trauma, and it just makes it more difficult. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to say that just keep moving forward. Don't give up on yourself. I'm doing my best not to give up on myself, because I'm not gonna lie, when I turned 40, man, things just started to change within me. The way that I started thinking changed, and I'm just trying not to go crazy and have a midlife crisis. I'm just gonna be real with you. But I still, all in all, want to do good things, especially to help people and kids with autism, etc. But I just wanted to say, like, if you're someone who's dealing with CPTSD, childhood trauma, narcissistic abuse when you were a kid, this is definitely a channel where I'll be talking about my experiences and hopefully motivating others to overcome and deal with some of the things that they deal with, especially when they were a child. All right, guys, this is your guy Ben, father, husband, brother, friend. You have a good one.